Hello Capricorn and welcome to Truth While Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your 2026 year ahead tarot forecast for the sign of Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, so I hope you're well Capricorn. It's where we look at key themes, energies and major turning points that are unfolding for you in 2026. And as always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. Bear in mind, it is intuitive spiritual guidance in these readings. I say what comes to me. So we have the card of January. It's rolled out. Let's see what we have for you. We have the Five of Pentacles. And we're going to go through the energies month by month. Do also check out the next 3-month tarot readings because I take the energies from the yearly and go into more detail. We have the Seven of Cups, February. The Lovers, March. We have the Queen of Wands. Can be your energy or somebody here in April. May, we have the Six of Swords. The Five of Wands in June. We have the Page of Wands, July. We have the Eight of Pentacles, August. The King of Swords, again male or female, can be somebody or your energy. This is September. We have the Seven of Wands, October. November, we have the lovely Six of Cups. And to finish off your year, we have the Ten of Wands. All right, Capricorn, let's see what we have for you, starting with January. You know, the Five of Pentacles asks us to really focus on what we give our energy to. And it might well be a focus for you in the month of January because it can represent, are you giving to something that's still making you feel lack? That can be being in a work situation, for example, but not being paid enough, valued, appreciated. The experience that you have isn't where you're being valued or you might be overlooked. You know, this can be that scenario here of where you're made to feel not your worth. You could experience that also in terms of relationships of any kind, friendships, romantic energies, how we can feel undervalued and underappreciated, not get what we need or want, not be valued, for our needs. You know, there could well be an important focus on that for the month of January. And it might well bring you to a point where you're deciding what you need to do in this situation. Five of Pentacles can be linked with shutting someone out, rejection as well. So because we're feeling there's not enough in this to keep us in it. So however this experience is for you, some of you might well be focusing on what's not working in your life or what's not for you or what's not giving to you. There can be a real focus of that with the Five of Pentacles. Now, yes, you know, January after, you know, a big Christmas period, we can leave ourselves feeling short. So it might well be here that you're feeling lack. Sometimes this can represent unexpected bills. This can be that kind of energy too. It can be financial lack of some kind. Yes, it can be financial lack to do with investments, changes in employment, business not doing well. I mean, there could well be a focus on this here too, here Capricorn. But, you know, the card, even though it can show a situation that is challenging, it is also about that is the situation, but don't let that situation own your energy because we can feel begrudging, we can feel hard done to. We can feel shut out in the cold. We can feel, poorly treated. You understand what I'm saying here. So this is that scenario here of what we really put out becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, the law of attraction. So even though there is a feeling of lack in a scenario, energetically, can be financially, there is always a solution also with the Five of Pentacles. And we don't let the situation of lack blur our vision in seeing where the solution lies, because even though there is a situation that you are dealing with here, Spirit wants to bring in the solution to you, and we can miss something if we embrace the energy of lack mentality. So this is that scenario here where there is always a solution, there is always a way forward. If you don't like the way that you are experiencing something here, then there is a solution to do something about it. If there is a situation here where you're challenged in some way, this is about just getting that sense of perspective, in the sense of separating yourself from what you're going through and understanding, okay, what do I need to do about it? There is a solution, a way forward here. So this can be a scenario here of Spirit can be highlighting a solution, but we have to really look hard to see it. There is always a solution with the Five of Pentacles energy. The cards can always balance each other out, but it is that scenario here of something might not be working for you, but there is always a way forward. There is always a solution to your circumstances, and it might well be presenting itself or appearing to you if you kind of look at it or separate yourself from a situation, is what I want to say to you here with the Five of Pentacles. The energy of the Seven of Cups, I do really like next to the Five of Pentacles. I mean, the energies aren't necessarily related, but, this can be that scenario here of if you're not happy with your circumstances, or you're dealing with a situation where, you're feeling challenged in some way. The Seven of Cups can be you have options, or there are new hopes, dreams, and wishes opening up for you. There are doors to open. So this can be very positive, on the back of January. Or you might be actively pursuing options to change your circumstances in some way. This is about, manifesting new hopes, dreams, and wishes, even exploring multiple pathways, and really hoping that there is a way through this. But you're being told here that there are new options being presented to you in February period. So I really like seeing that on the back of January in particular, because there is something new to be manifested here. Now, the Seven of Cups can also represent choices, and there can sometimes be a level of confusion. Which way do I go? Do I go this way? Do I go that way? Do I go the other way? I mean, this is about really trusting your intuition and surrendering to it. Surrendering to what you see is the brightest possibility for you will be the advice of the Seven of Cups energy. It's about feeling your way through a situation, do what feels right, if that is the advice for you. So again, you might be just experiencing that here, Capricorn. You might be going through something that may well feel confusion, but if you trust how you feel, your instinct, your heart energy, what you feel is right, you're not going to choose wrong, is the fundamental energy. Even if you had multiple options presented to you in the month of February, which can represent multiple choices, multiple options to choose from. This can be about do what feels right, and you won't choose wrong with this card. So very positive in terms of manifesting new hopes, dreams, and wishes, but certainly in terms of choices with the Seven of Cups, we always have to trust how we feel. Our instinct, our intuition is the energy at play here with the Seven of Cups. But it's generally very positive energy with the Seven of Cups. It has something that there's real possibility in your situation with the Seven of Cups to explore. It can represent things are opening for you, or again, an opportunity to explore something that you feel has real possibility, and trust how you feel. Capricorn, we have the Lovers. So the Lovers is a powerful union. It represents two people, as I always say, who fit together like pieces of a jigsaw, but do you anymore. This can represent new relationships, existing relationships, partnerships on any level as well. So it can be to do with things like business partnerships or projects, initiatives to do with partnership endeavors. This can be that scenario here that might be presented to you. And it's a choice. It can be a choice whether to start a partnership or relationship, to make a choice about an existing relationship of some kind. Is it working? If so, where do we go from here? Or is it not working, and what do we do about it? So there is the focus on partnerships this month for you in terms of, do we progress it? Do we start something new? Do we move things forward? Is it working for us, or is it not? These are the energies at play. The Lovers represents a choice, a decision. And it's about connecting to your higher self to really make that choice for you. Again, some of you, there could well be choices here in terms of what you explore, what you see has possibility, what you might not see has possibility. Again, how this works for you here. But again, the months aren't necessarily linked. Again, the Lovers can also be about a relationship or a partnership of some kind where you have to make choices in other life areas. So again, for those of you where you might get, the easiest example I can say is, say it's a new job or an opportunity to move or relocate or things of that nature, or choices to make because of wider family or, parents or, children or things like that. So this can be that scenario here of you have a choice to make, and it might well be, are we agreeing on that choice? Are we agreeing which way we go, or, or not? And again, a strong sense with the Lovers here of making the right choice for you here, Capricorn, for the month of March. I was going to say, I had to think for a moment then. But the Lovers, like I said, if there's a job, it might well be moving or relocating, or it might mean different hours, or it might mean changes. Again, there can be choices to make in terms of what you do. Do I take it? Do I not? Is it right for me? I really want to go for it. How do we make this work? Is this relationship moving forward to the next step, or is it not working for me? These are the things. Or do I have an opportunity to renew a relationship, start over a relationship, get back together with somebody? These energies are at play with the Lovers. It's a significant crossroads and life choice, and it's to do with two people. In the rare occasion, the Lovers, when I just said that, the Lovers can sometimes be about choosing the right person as well. Again, if it's a kind of love, not necessarily a love triangle, but if you have a choice between two people, it's likely it can also be about choosing the person that's for you too. So the Lovers can also technically represent that too here, Capricorn. But certainly crossroads, decisions will need to be made here in the month of March, and we connect to our higher selves to really make the right ones for us. We have the Queen of Wands, so this can be a person or your energy. As an energy, this is taking the lead, taking action, sometimes acting in an independent way as well. I'm going for it, I'm taking the lead, this is what I'm doing, taking the lead in my life. Assertive, confident, go-getting, driven, action-orientated. So again, it might well be here again, if this is to do with the previous month, this can be understanding how you're taking action, how you want to take action, and not let anything stand in your way. So it can be very powerful on that basis. You can be connecting to a Queen of Wands in any life area as well. So a Queen of Wands is somebody who is male or female in a general reading, somebody who is charismatic, go-getting, driven, action-orientated, assertive, can be a natural leader, somebody who is very social as well, a very social energy as well. So this can be somebody who you might be meeting, who could be of influence for you in any life area, whether it's to do with romantic, existing or new, or renewed to do with these two energies in March and April. It can also be somebody who might be of influence in other life areas too. So the Queen of Wands can hold the wand of opportunity. This person could be opening something up for you. This person could be influential in terms of how things move forward for you. This can be a focus here. We have the Six of Swords here, Capricorn. So the Six of Swords is a very healing energy. It can represent putting the worst behind you and moving to better times. Energetically, this is healing. We move away from the choppy waters. We move to the calmer waters with this card, as you can see. So it's a really positive shift. This can be about healing with a person, people, very positive in terms of putting challenges, conflicts, disagreements, fallouts behind you and healing. Could be asked of you here. For others of you, this can be about being on a healing journey yourself. Doesn't have to be related to the previous months. This can be a journey of moving from what was challenging, what was difficult, moving from A to B. You could be moving jobs, moving or relocating home. This can also be about travel, going somewhere, but feeling it's healthy change for you. The energy of the Six of Swords can also represent your own energy, feeling that sense of, finally, I just feel mentally in my own energy. The worst is behind me and I'm on track. I'm on track to where I want to be, better times. So this can be just a feeling with our own mental energy, that sense of release and relief that there is a positive shift happening and you're heading in the right direction. Practically, some of you might be taking a boat trip. This can be in the card. So there could well be some real positive opportunity to travel by water for you in the month of May. It can also be somebody who you might have been healing through a health issue, mental, physical, emotional. The worst is behind you and you're moving forward to better times. That can be your energy, your issue, your health issue, or someone who you're helping. But the worst is behind you and you're moving towards better times. So Capricorn, I love the Six of Swords because it has that message. However it kind of applies to you, it is just that sense of, the worst is behind me and I feel such a sense of relief. I'm clear now in terms of how things are moving forward and things are feeling better. And as you just get through the energy and move forward and forward into it, things feel better and better and better. So this is just that kind of journey that you're on in the month of May. We have the Five of Wands. Now, I want to say here, Capricorn, these two cards together can mean one of two things. This can be a scenario here where you're open to healing and then someone goes and does something again that brings conflict and that might decide it for you. So this can be that scenario here that you might be dealing with. Like I said, the months aren't necessarily related, but again, there can be a flavour with the reading here of between May and June. If you're on a healing journey, healing path, this can be, and they've done that again, and I thought we were past this and we're not. It might be a deciding factor for you for in June period, and it's a healthy one. So this can be very positive if you're giving second chances, if you're healing with a group of people or person, because the Five of Wands can be a group of people, whether it's to do with, can be work, can be friendship group, can be community group, can be a person even. Maybe you've had fallouts and disagreements before, or someone's done something that prompted conflict. This can be that scenario of, really? It's happening again, and you might be just deciding, I don't want the drama, I don't want the backbiting, I don't want the bitchiness, I don't want the upheaval, I don't want, conflict going round and round and round and it never ever ending. So you might be making some significant decision between these 2 months in terms of what's healthy for you. Now, you might also be going on a healing journey and other people might not necessarily agree with you. It can also represent you are your own person, if that's the case as well. So just bear that in mind, because it is coming through to me, so I feel I need to say it. Sorry, Capricorn, I just had to get a drink. My voice was going then. So yeah, this can be in June time. It can actually represent competing for something. So some of you, if you're competing for something, it can be to do with business or to win something, to get something, accolades, awards, business, wins, sales. I mean, you understand. However this manifests for you, it's a competitive energy, the Five of Wands. The message is be in it to win it. Absolutely be in it to win it, because it's a good sign for you in the month of June. And it would be the same thing if you were in conflict. It can be personal or official with another party or people, or between groups of people. Again, the Five of Wands can be where, again, you're in it to win it. The fundamental energy with the Five of Wands is, does it have meaning? Because if it means something to you, if there's something truly that you want to get out of this, that you're standing up for, or you're showing up for yourself in some way, this is absolutely, I will compete for something, or I will fight for something, I will be in conflict for something because it matters. In which case, I mean, you're probably in a very positive position. But the Five of Wands can also be petty arguments, squabbles, fallouts, disagreements. Could be a group of people or a person that is just causing drama. And sometimes we have to ask ourselves, sorry, Capricorn, my voice was going. We just have to ask ourselves, is it worth it? Do I need this in my life? Do I need that group of people in my life? Is it working for me? Is it bringing something positive to me? Or do I always feel deflated? Do I always feel like I'm giving my energy to something that is causing me drama and upset and upheaval? So this can be a scenario as well of you might have to make a choice in terms of whether this matters to you or not, is the fundamental energy with the Five of Wands. Because it can be something that goes round and round and round in circles with no hope of ending. So this can be that scenario here as well for you, Capricorn, in the month of June. But very positive in terms of really being in it to win it for something that matters. And if you absolutely are, July is very positive in that respect, because the Page of Wands can be good news. So again, if you're doing something here, Capricorn, in the month of June that you really believe in heart and soul, you might be getting some good news in July that you're ready for, that you're waiting from the actions that you have taken. So this is really exciting energy with the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is also very positive in terms of a new path opening up for you. It is, you're ready to discover where it leads. Now, we can start over in life with the Page of Wands and see where a new path leads. It can be a big thing. We're going on that sense of journey of discovery. But it can also be in a particular life area. For example, you might be starting something that is really connected to your heart and soul, a business, an initiative, a project, a hobby. Could be something opening up for you on the career front. And for those of you, again, at different life levels, again, for those of you who are wanting to start something, even at different life stages, this can be that scenario of, I'm ready to go on this journey of discovery. And sometimes it can be because I just can't be doing with this anymore. And it might well be there is energies of, I feel I'm moving in the right direction. I just want to move away from this scenario here. And the new is opening up for you in July time. So this can be just a very timely thing opening up for you in July. Or it's just being presented to you. So the Page of Wands can be very exciting, something that really lights us up. We're enthusiastic, we're passionate, we're driven. It can be creative. Really connects to our heart and soul, but it promises growth, potential and possibility for that. So it can be some new journey that you're ready to go on here, Capricorn, and you're just ready for it with the Page of Wands. Even starting new things, like I said, will be very positive on that basis. If you were competing or really being in it to win it in terms of argument or conflict, because you were protecting a younger person, a child of some kind, this would also be very positive things happening for you. You were standing up for someone, you were in it to win it, you were protecting someone, you had someone's back. Again, the message is, does it matter? And again, this can be also a young person or a child. This can be that scenario here, Capricorn, of I am absolutely in it to win it, and I am not backing down because it matters. Same thing really applies. We have the very grounded energy of the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is, these are very positive in terms of work and money and business, or putting your time and energy and hard work into something that just lights you up. So starting new things as well would be the energy here between these 2 months. The Eight of Pentacles is just working at something that you're good at. Putting your energy and time into something that is really worthwhile, and you see your efforts paying off here. Why? Because you can see this person is working hard, they're carving out the pentacle, and they're working hard, and they're amassing on the side here a number of pentacles. They're slowly building, they're slowly working towards goals, they're slowly amassing their fortune, they're slowly amassing something that's of great value to them. They're furthering themselves. Their work is going somewhere. So the Eight of Pentacles can be very, very positive in terms of your hard work is bringing in results. Your hard work is going somewhere. There could be recognition. You're being seen for what you do. The hard work is being noticed and recognized. And again, it can be by spirit too. So it's a very productive energy, the Eight of Pentacles, very positive in terms of building up the wealth or building back up in terms of money or furthering yourself in terms of career, getting your head down on what you do, you're doing well, working hard because there is something exciting that you believe in and you're prepared to put the work in, and you're slowly but surely getting the reward for your efforts. This is that scenario here with the Eight of Pentacles. Now, with the Eight of Pentacles, it can also be linked with things to do with internships, apprenticeships, learning, again, with the Page of Wands before, learning new things, new trades, new industries, new skills. It can be education, professional qualifications, because, again, focused on the money aspect is going to bring in more money. If I get more qualified, if I get extra training, if I even start something new and work really hard, I feel that I'm going to really get somewhere. It's going to be all worthwhile. So these are the energies. They're just very focused, very productive, but really going somewhere, really building something up with your efforts. Your hard work is absolutely, you're seeing the results of your hard work here with the Eight of Pentacles. Is what I see for you. And it's something that you're willing to put work and energy into because, again, you think it's worthwhile. Now, in relationship terms, the Eight of Pentacles can be a sign of you're building something solid and stable for the long term, potentially. So what you've put time and energy in is worthwhile and it's going somewhere. So you might feel that in a relationship. It can also be to do with if there's been issues, again, whichever life area applies in terms of relationships, but it can represent I'm willing to put the work in. I'm willing to work through issues. It's a productive energy. And, the hard work will get us where we need to be. So this is about trying. This is about willing to try. This is about willing to put your energy into something that you feel is worth trying at. That can be the scenario. Work through issues can also be a focus here too. We have the King of Swords in September period. Can be a person. As a person, the King of Swords, on a personal level, is somebody who will always do the right thing. So if you're waiting for decisions, clarity on a situation, someone bringing you a decision, someone bringing you communication, you're having a conversation with the King of Swords, again, male or female. King of Swords stands for what's right, true, fair, honourable. They have integrity. They know what the right thing to do is. And yes, it can be your energy, being in truth with yourself. I know I'm fully clear. This is the right thing to do. This is how I need to move forward. So it can be in relationships, but it can also be, like I said, in other life areas. You're getting full clarity and you know what you need to do. You're very clear. Why? Because you can see the King of Swords sits on a cliff. You can see how low the trees are. You can see the clouds, are below the King of Swords' head. This is somebody who is blue sky thinking. They are very clear. They have full reason and logic and grasp a situation fully. They understand planning for the future, enacting plans for the future. So these are the energies that you might be making some plans. Again, good things might be happening for you. And again, this is about, I know what the right thing to do is now. And it might well be that you are planning for the future. You are making decisions in September. Things are feeling well. You're in a very productive zone in August period. And you might be putting some further plans about the future into action, whether it's personal, whether it's professional, whether it's life, whether it's savings, whether it's to do with planning. This is making the right decision for you at that particular moment. So this can be your energy. Now, someone can also give you advice on those matters too. This is somebody who will tell the truth, tell it like it is. They grasp the full situation and they can impart guidance. The King of Swords too. They can also be professional. King of Swords can lean towards authority figures, somebody who knows their stuff, so an expert in whichever field. Can be health, can be legal, can be, business. This is someone who is an expert in their field, someone who knows their stuff. You could be getting some guidance or advice from, and it would be very wise guidance, a solution, a plan, advice from a King of Swords. Somebody who brings clarity to your situation, somebody who advises you, points you in the right direction. This can be very powerful for you as well here, Capricorn. Male or female, but the King of Swords is intellect, knowledgeable, experience. They are the king. They are the height of the suit of swords. So this is truth, knowledge, learning, education, intellect, wisdom. All of these mental energies, can be embodied in you or someone who you are connecting to. But full clarity with the King of Swords energy. Even if you're waiting for decisions, this person will be very favorable for you as well. We have the Seven of Wands in October period. Seven of Wands is sometimes when we need to persevere. So there could well be something to overcome. We have the energy here of defensiveness. It's about holding firm on your position and not giving up. It can be testing sometimes with the Seven of Wands, but with the Seven of Wands energy, you're being told here, Capricorn, that whatever you're facing, again, life, personal, professional, whatever life area, it's not bigger than your power to overcome it. You're in a very strong position. So this is about standing firm and holding firm and persevering on your path and understanding that by doing that, you will overcome the thing that might challenge you in certain respects. So this can be some advice for you that you might be in a stronger position than you realize. And it's about owning that. Now, sometimes we can let things go. We can let, for example, if someone does something, we can say, okay, water under the bridge. Let's just let it go. Let's just move on. Let's just put that behind us. But sometimes things come to a situation where we take a stand. We stand up for what is right and true. No, I'm not going to let it go again, because whatever I'm experiencing, I'm standing up for what I believe is right and true. And sometimes we defend and protect other people as well with the Seven of Wands energy too. So this is about holding firm in terms of what you believe is right and true, and taking a stand because it matters. I sometimes describe the Seven of Wands also, a very specific message with this is you might be aspiring to moving to a higher position of authority yourself. Can be a leadership position or a position of greater power, authority, status. And then we sometimes find out that there are new things that we have to deal with. The Seven of Wands, again, is about holding firm and holding firm in your own power, and not letting people who might challenge you, again, sometimes new leadership positions, positions of authority, status positions. We can sometimes encounter a person or a group of people that might just test us or try to undercut us, undermine us, go around us in some way. So again, this energy with the Seven of Wands can be holding firm and being very clear in your own authority in terms of how you deal with it and overcoming that. Again, whatever is challenging you is not bigger than your power to overcome it. And it can sometimes represent lower vibrational energies that just try to undercut us when you are climbing and achieving success. But it's generally quite temporary. That when people discover what you're made of would be the message there. We have the Six of Cups here, Capricorn. So the Six of Cups can be to do with people that have been in our life for a significant period of time. A person can be romantic, a long-term relationship, a soul connection. We've got memories, nostalgia, sometimes children as well. It can also be to do with a long-term friendship, family who've been in our life all our life, the importance of that, the value of that. That could be a focus for you, what matters, what you hold dear, what you have memories. And sometimes, standing up for that, protecting what matters can also be the energy here. Being strong for someone else would also apply with these 2 months. But the Six of Cups, so again, it can just represent someone who is a soul connection, someone who matters. Now, this can also be to do with a place that you've been for a significant amount of time as well. So it can be where you have a lot of memories, nostalgia, sometimes family homes. You understand that. So there could well be a focus on that as well. Now, the Six of Cups is also reconnecting to the past in some way. Someone who you have memories, nostalgia with. It can be in any life area. It could be a work thing, could be, a past workplace, a past work position that you were happy with, you had good memories, you had camaraderie, good soul connections. You might have an opportunity to reconnect with a person or place from your past on that basis. They may well be influential in November. It can also be to do with a past place in other areas. You reminisce. You have nostalgia to do with a past place you were once connected with, and you might have an opportunity to reconnect with that. Can be a workplace, but it's not limited to that. It could well be moving there, moving to a place that has really happy memories for you. The Six of Cups also means someone coming back into your life. Again, yes, it can be linked with family. Yes, it can be linked with a very close connected friend. Yes, it can be linked with love, romance as well. So it can be about reconnection as well with the Six of Cups. So again, that might well be, it's a big energy, so that might well be available to you And you decide where you go from there if that's the case. You have memories, nostalgia. We look at the good times with the Six of Cups. But again, you then choose how you wish to move forward. You know, the additional message with the Six of Cups, Capricorn, that you might be experiencing, you can see the kind of purity of the children in the picture. And these energies can just be about finding joy or coming back to your joy in some way. Something that happens that brings you such joy and happiness. And we just feel that innocent joy, just like when we were children, you know. It's that sense of something that really brings you delight and joy might well be happening for you in the month of November. It can even be to do with things like children as well, things that bring you joy and happiness. So these are the scenarios here for you with the Six of Cups. It is a big energy, and it can mean a lot. And like I say what comes to me with these energies, but happy equilibrium within yourself, also with this energy. Achieving that. The Ten of Wands. So, I mean, this is a positive sign in the sense of something that has become burdensome, difficult, challenging, exhausting, an experience is coming to an end. So you might be going through a process, an experience, and you just get to put that to bed. You get to lighten the load. I mean, this can be what you need to hear. Now, it can be to do with any life area. It can be to do with treatment. It can be to do with a process that you might have been going through. You finally get to the end of it and you just, oh, I can let it all go. I can lighten the load. With the Ten of Wands, it can represent letting go of something that has been testing in terms of illness, whether it's you or, you know, health and recovery. It can also be something that you have been helping someone out with. So again, if you're defending and protecting somebody who matters or your own space, because it matters, again, you get to, it takes some effort, but you get to end something here. You get to the end of it. You get to release from the weight and the burden, and you are seeing it through, and you are persevering, and you get to lighten the load come December. This can be very positive here, Capricorn, whether it's for you or you're defending someone else. Same thing really applies. The Ten of Wands, I also want to say here, you know, I always describe this as, it can be an experience that we go through and we just say, you know, I can't carry this weight or burden anymore. Something's got to give. So you make life decisions to let something go that's not serving you anymore. We can take on responsibilities, too much responsibilities with the Ten of Wands. And it can be where you're doing everything. And you might not feel that there's an equal distribution of responsibility. Can be personal, can be between people who should take responsibility and you're doing everything for everyone. Again, this can be a scenario here of when you have an opportunity to say no and restore healthy boundaries and lighten the load. I'm not doing everything for everyone anymore. I'm exhausting. I'm running myself ragged. It's time to reset those boundaries and lighten the load. I also want to say here, Capricorn, as well, if you're, again, making healthy changes, if you're driving 2 hours to work, 2 hours back from work, you're doing a full day's work, again, the Ten of Wands can be, something's got to give. I've got to do something about it. So you understand it can be about life choices, life decisions. Again, if it's to do with baggage that you have with someone or an experience that you have with someone and it's become too much, it's addressing it in terms of how you lighten the load. That's the energy here with you. Now, sometimes the energy here, Capricorn, it can represent something that you might be reminiscing about, something that you're really attached to, but it's become too much. I mean, sometimes we make decisions about big family homes that, you know, we've grown through, but now it's become too much and it's time to make the changes, sometimes downsize because it's become too much. I mean, you know, sometimes these energies can apply too. So this is that scenario. Someone could be coming back into your life or someone who you have a long-standing relationship with. But again, something has become too much. Can you let the past go, or can you let go of the burden because of the history that you have? And only you can decide that here. So these are the energies here for you for 2026, Capricorn. Let's see what we have for you. I'm going to pull some angel and oracle cards for you. And again, they can be messages that you might need to hear, maybe not straight away, but at poignant times in the year of 2026. So let's see what we have for you. What do we have for our lovely Capricorns? Message for Capricorn. Let's pull an Archangel Michael message for you. What does Capricorn need to hear? Thank you. Okay. You and your loved ones are safe. Dear God, Archangel Michael, dear God and Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over me and my loved ones. Please help me feel secure and at peace, and fill me with faith so that I may focus on my priorities and enjoy a healthful, happy life. So some of you might need to hear that. Protection energy. Let's see what we have for you as a fortune message. What do we have for our lovely Capricorns? Fortune message for 2026. What does Capricorn need to hear? Thank you. Angel, spirits, guides. Thank you. 2 cards. So we have the Fool, number 12. Have the courage to embrace change. Take risks. Be adventurous. And we have the Key, number 15, I think it is. New beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. So with the Key energy, it's an interesting one, but you hold it. You're in a position where you can unlock something or lock that door. So it's kind of a double-edged meaning, the Key energy, but you hold the key. You decide what happens next. You have the power to unlock what you need to unlock here. But not afraid to close the door on things that need to be closed. So this is also a very powerful sign of that too. Let's see what we have for you, Capricorn, as a spirit animal oracle message. What do we have for our lovely Capricorns? Thank you. 2026 yearly tarot reading. What do we have as a spirit animal oracle message? It just feels here, Capricorn, that there's some... what I'm getting the energy is like a seismic shift this year in terms of your energy, who you are, in your circumstances, moving in a direction that serves you, that suits you, that's right for you. These are energies moving into the latter half of the year. It's empowered energy, focused energy. I love the eagle coming out in a reading because it's a sign of spirit, and the sign of the eagle might resonate for you. Seen that throughout the year. At certain stages, of the year as well, may have meaning, an icon, an image, a symbol. The same thing, even seeing an eagle, may well apply to you. So, can be at a poignant time. We have eagle, mastery. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. And the eagle, is not dissimilar to that King of Swords. It can represent a real higher perspective, a bird's eye view, full clarity. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have as a final message from Spirit to wrap up your 2026 yearly tarot reading? What do we have for our lovely Capricorns? What does Capricorn need to hear from Spirit? Message for Capricorn, thank you. You know, that card was kind of rolling, so I kind of moved my hand and it fell out. Let's go with it. We have synchronicity. Are you noticing the signs of synchronicity that the spirit world has been sending to you at this time? People and situations in your life are not just appearing by coincidence. In reality, they're being guided to you from the spirit world to help you for a specific reason. So there's no such thing as coincidence. Everything is happening for a reason for you in 2026. And we have trust. While your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be the one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more. So trust your intuition, trust the signs. You're being guided here. And when you need to hear it, that is your message. Capricorn, that's what I have for you for your Capricorn 2026 year ahead tarot forecast. I hope you enjoyed your reading, found it helpful, useful. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. You have some beautiful, strong, empowering energies here, Capricorn. I wish you a wonderful 2026 and I will see you next time.